months ago asking could we just go ahead and come to a truce, and she said no.
Oh.
So I've been tried, and it's like I could continue to ignore her as much as possible, but
Uh-huh.
it's fun sometimes going against her because she's fake.
I mean, it is fun sometimes to argue with people and go backwards and forwards, but I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it get old.
And until
But
Proxy started coming to my lives, nothing never got back to tea time. Proxy came in yesterday on unsolicited and myself listening. I was scrolling the streets. I was listening to Bella's Court and Friends with Attitude. And then somebody came in my chat and said T said something about me. So we went to Tea. I went to Tea Time Live. I didn't hear her talking about me, but we stayed there. And then next thing I know, unsolicited came up. I was actually responding. I was watching Tea Time, and I was responding to how some things Trip was saying in the live, and it was just like this is weird because all y'all are contradicting yourself. So Proxy
what was
comes in.
contradictory?
Um, Trip was saying that she doesn't put herself in spaces where she know there are hurtful people. And I was like, how could that be so when you sit on a platform with Heartbreaker and Black Chicago, and you sit on Tea Time platform who houses any and everybody on it. So you can't
Um,
really say that because you do and you have been. So it didn't really make sense to me how people they catch me when I contradict myself, and then I've just learned how to. I don't even like paying attention to people to where I catch them in contradictions, but when I do, it's like eureka! I got one up on them now, so now
um,
I'm gonna say it. And then, like I said, you have people like Proxy who comes in and they specifically showcase Tea Time and anybody that's involved with her. So Proxy, let me get some information. Let me get T and Poozie back into it, and it worked.
I mean, but they don't have no control over what come out of your mouth.
Nah, I was finna come on and play music like I always do. I had to go get my baby from school. She was sick. And she kind of messed up my flow for going live this morning. And now that she's asleep, I was finna do my thing. And then I got this little message saying tea time, share tea time live. And then when I click in it, she playing a video of me that's edited that Proxy had. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll feed into this bullshit because I ain't
So
really got
you
nothing else to do.
acknowledge that you are making a conscious decision to feed into it then, because you don't have to. You could
Yeah,
just
I don't.
roll on.
Yeah, I ain't had no game plan today. Well, I did get hired. I went to an interview this morning, and I started work Wednesday.
Okay, well
Um,
that's good.
they paying daily. I get a
Oh,
raise
that's
after three
good.
months. He has three endeavors though. He got a homeless shelter that he wants me to help work. He got a food truck he want me to help work, and he got a restaurant he want me to help work. So it's three checks in one with one company, and I
Okay.
start Wednesday evening. And I have been going to work overnight, and I was supposed to got paid today, but them people said they system didn't do something, so I ain't gonna cry about it.
Well, I would if I don't work and it's time to get paid and y'all ain't got my paycheck.
Yeah, it's one of them paper check companies.
Um,
Whatever. I ain't seen a paper check in forever, but he said it should be. You know how they say if we don't have it within 24 hours, then we'll do whatever we can.
yeah, they're gonna have to tell them you gonna call the what you call it? Not the EEOC, but the what
See
you
how I
call
said these people told me that they gonna pay me in the same day, and then these people like work today, pay today. Okay, you don't know how people work paying and getting paid under the table. I'm sorry, my bad. Yeah,
girl?
people still do that.
Don't be telling people your business,
Department
girl.
of Labor, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that.
Department of Labor. Yeah. Child, I ain't had to deal with them in so long. I couldn't think of the name.
I ain't seen a paper check in so long. My attitude was like, whenever I get the money, I get it, cause it's gonna cost me to go cash it. Shit. I had to go
Yeah.
get my baby. She was throwing up. And then this is something else. Like when T say she don't have a roof, but then I hold the camera up to the light fixture that's attached to something called a roof. I like making her look stupid, Petty. I really do. I like
But you
making her
know
look
she don't
stupid.
mean like you literally sleeping outside. She means you don't have your own home.
I know, but when you got a damn the hotel suited like an apartment, it is still considered yours to a
It
certain
ain't.
extent. Because even a
No,
rent house
it's
wouldn't be
not.
mine, no, Petty.
It's
Even
not.
a rent house will never be mine.
It's not the same thing.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, okay. Question: if I'm paying $72.50 a day for a room,
It don't matter how much you pay. It ain't the same thing.
I know, but I'm paying more than that she paying on her Section 8.
It don't matter.
I don't get credit for being able to keep up the finances.
It ain't about credit.
And then, Petty, I only got help one time since I've been in this hotel. Only once. That was the week before last when Diamond on Diamond platform. Since I've been back in this hotel and the Days Inn and the Comfort Inn, nobody has helped me pay this but me, Petty.
I mean, but this how it's supposed to be. You the one supposed to be paying it. You the
And
one.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not doing no crowdfunding. I'm not doing no begging. I'm not doing none of that. I don't get credit for being a responsible mother.
No, bitch, because you supposed to do that. You
That's
don't
what
get
I'm
no.
saying.
You don't
So
get
why?
credit for stuff you supposed to do. That's like saying, do I not get credit for raising my kids? No, bitch, you had them. That's what you supposed to do.
I know. So why do I get talked down on for doing the same thing? It's
Well,
like it bothers me that I'm getting that they down talk that she would down talk me when I'm still being a responsible parent.
but at the same time, it's talking shit, Poozie. It's talking shit.
I gotta talk shit because they act like I'm not
No, I'm
taking care of my
saying
responsibility.
no. What I'm saying is, just like I could come to you right now and say, "Uh, Poozie, you a lazy bitch because you ain't got no job." Now I just heard you say you went on a job interview today and you got a job, right? You start on Wednesday. But even
Hmm.
on Thursday, I could come and say, Poozie, you old lazy bitch, you ain't got no job. Whether it's true or not, it's talking shit. You could be working 18 hours a day and I still call you a lazy bitch. It's because I'm talking shit. That don't mean whether it's true or not. So whether somebody give you credit, as you like to say, for making sure that y'all do have a hotel room to stay in, that you're not sleeping out on the sidewalk or on a park bench. They not finna give you credit for it. Why? Because they talking shit. The purpose is to
And
hurt
see,
your
when I do
feelings
stuff like
and
this,
make you
Petty,
look bad.
when I do stuff like this, they get mad. But Lollipop, if I ain't had custody of my children, they wouldn't be here in this damn room with me, you dumb fuck. And Lollipop, you on the follow back list for your ignorance.
But it's shit.
Yeah, we're supposed to stand up. Yes, we're supposed to stand up and ignore the bullshit. I'm sorry that the twins are actually in school right now, Lollipop, and I can't show you their faces.
Why would you want to? What is the point?
No, that like because I get sick of these dumb bitches. And that's why I say I hope you hoes die. That's why,
Poozie,
Lollipop.
stop doing that.
That's why I say shit like that.
Stop doing that.
But I do hope Lollipop die.
But you need to quit doing that because
But I do.
at the end of the day, you keep you keep inviting death to come to where you at.
Cause I wish they would die.
No, I'm
That
talking
way
about you.
I want Lollipop dead so she won't be able
I'm
to say
talking
shit
about
to me.
you, Poozie.
But I'm being truthful. I want
Listen,
Lollipop to die
listen to
so
me.
she can't
Listen
text
to me.
another lie on me.
Poozie,
Die,
Poozie.
Lollipop.
Just be quiet and let me talk. Just be quiet and let me talk. Now, Poozie, you the one always talking about speaking stuff into existence and manifesting stuff and
That be
calling
tea
stuff
time.
into.
That don't be
Just be
me.
quiet. It do be you. I know who I'm talking about. I watch you. I don't watch Tea Time. I watch you. and you say those things. You do, Poozie.
Why I gotta humble myself to somebody lying on me about my kids?
Listen, they didn't even say that. You added that extra to what they just said. I just read their comment. You just added that extra. They didn't even say that. Anyway, my thing is you keep calling for death. You
I
keep
mean it.
calling. Never mind, Poozie, because you ain't gonna listen. You
I'm
keep
listening.
interrupting me. No, you're not, because you
I
won't even
mean
let
it
me
from the pit
finish.
of my heart. I would
You
rather
won't even
Lollipop
let me
be
finish.
dead than to talk
Because
this shit
your
to me.
response has nothing to do with what I was going to say.
Okay,
It
let me
doesn't
turn the
even
comments
it
off
don't
so I
even
can't
match.
see them there. Let me turn the comments off. Okay. Now I can pay attention, Peter. Sorry.
You keep calling death. It seems like you do it daily, almost. You
Yeah,
keep
mentally
calling
somebody
death.
die in my head every day.
You still ain't letting me finish.
My bad.
You keep calling death, and it seems like almost daily. Death has no respecter of person. Even though you claim you calling it for other people, you're the one doing the calling. And when death does decide to answer, it's more than likely going to answer the person that's been calling. Okay? It's going to answer the person that's been calling. You the one doing the calling. You the one doing the inviting. You're the one doing the summoning. It's you, Poozie. So you better stop playing with death. Because when it comes to your house, and you've already experienced this, sometimes when we do stuff, the consequences and repercussion don't hit us. It touches other people in our homes, i.e., your children. You've already experienced that. Why do you keep calling death?
Because if they dead, they can't say hurtful words to me.
I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about
I'm not scared
nobody
to
else.
die. I don't fear death. I'm not
Is
scared to
is
die.
okay, let me ask you this question. Is that what you want in
If
in
I
in
wanted
your
to die, I
mind?
would kill myself.
Why you say that?
Because it's the
Why you
truth.
say
People
that?
who want to
No,
be
why
dead,
you
they
say
kill
that like
themselves,
that? Why
petty.
you say that like no, I'm talking about why did you say it like that? You know, it's trigger words on here that might get your live took down. That's what I'm saying. Why did you say it like that? Anyway,
Oh,
um,
they typically let me get away with some words. But if I wanted to be unalive, I know it wouldn't take nothing to do it but to do it.
but I'm saying it kind of makes you feel like, not saying that you're obsessed with death, but you call on death often. And
I've
it makes
been,
me kind of think, hold on, let me finish, and then you can answer the question, the actual question that I'm going
okay.
to ask. It kind of makes me think, because you've had a child to pass away and you've been so close to death, that is kind of what you want, because you do want to be with your baby, but you also want to be with your other babies too. That's why you
Yeah.
keep calling death, because you're infatuated. Well, not infatuated, because when you say it like that, that means you like it or something like that.
I
But it's
will
like
not
you're
deny
focused on death.
anticipating the moment. Because when you're dead, you have no worries.
That's true.
And I'm not scared
That's
to
true.
die. I'm
I
not.
mean, ain't no, it really ain't no need in being scared. We all gotta go.
Yep.
We all gotta go. And I didn't mean to make you emotional, Pooh. That was not my
No, I'm good.
intent.
But people been needed to hear that. They've been needed to know I don't care about living and I don't care about dying.
So what?
I'm only living because I'm alive.
Okay, so Is that why you make some of the decisions that you make that seem to other people on the outside, they seem reckless? And
Yep,
just be honest.
because either way it go, God gonna hold me accountable for it all. And maybe either he can hurry up and come and get me from this bullshit, or either he gonna keep letting me live through this shit. But either way it go, I've been fucking tired. I'm just not gonna take my life.
Okay. So if you've made it up in your mind that you're not going to take the option to leave here, why can't you make up your mind to purposely do things that will put you in a better position?
Because I've already done it. And after doing it by myself since I was 15, now at 41, I don't know how to keep doing what I had been doing all this time, and I'm tired. This is my first time getting down. And people on this app think that I've been doing this all my life. I've never not been able to maintain life. And I'm tired. I'm tired.
I
But I
get
do
that,
it because I don't have no choice. My
but Poozie,
kids didn't ask to be here.
I wish you could think about it like this. If you have to do it, why not do it so that you're happy? Why continue to do it
Because
and
life
do
is not
things that make
happy.
you
I hate it
sad?
here. I hate my atmosphere. I hate this city. I hate this
But
state.
Poozie, you can
I hate
change it.
I hate it.
You can
I
change
should
it
have I
though.
shouldn't have came back.
But you
I
can
should have
change
stayed
it.
in Texas.
You not responding to what I'm saying. You have the power to change your situation. The same way that you're paying for a hotel where you're at, what's stopping you from going somewhere else and paying for a hotel the same way
My
until
kids
you get
don't
on
want
your
to
feet in
move
another
no more.
situation? But
My
Poozie,
kids don't want to move no
listen,
more.
listen to this though. Who the mama?
They diagnosed me with adjustment disorder because my mama was military. And they say I don't know how to cope with life because I never had the opportunity to be stable. And I don't want to do that to my children.
But Poozie, you already doing that to your children.
No, we've only been in two states, Louisiana and Texas, and we've always only
No,
lived
but
here
how
in
many
Monroe.
homes have you been in that
I haven't had
meantime?
that many homes, Petty. I have not because we
Not
stayed in
that
the same
many
place in
is
Texas for
no
5 years.
Poozie.
I probably
No,
I
no
probably
ma'am.
had 5 homes in my whole life. I've
Poozie.
realized because I Petty, I know what I'm talking about. And I renew leases on a date on a
But Poozie,
constantly.
I want you to
I have
listen to
never
this.
house hopped. I've
Poozie.
never been a house hopper.
Poozie. Listen. I just need you to listen because I understand what you're saying, but you're not taking everything into account. Now, since I've been watching you, I know you were in the apartment that you were in before you got this recent eviction. You said that you were in an apartment before that, right? And then
In Texas.
you moved to the
No,
last apartment. No, unless
I
you
just
were
came back
like,
here
let
in
me
August.
finish.
I'm
Let me
telling you,
finish.
I just moved back to Louisiana in August.
Okay. So you went from Texas to the apartment that you only stayed in for a few months. Then you went from that apartment to one hotel. Then didn't you leave out of that hotel and go to another hotel?
Because the first hotel, one of my
It don't
TikTokers
matter
got it for me on
because
their
it don't
discount.
matter
I,
because
I
Poozie.
couldn't
Just
afford that
listen.
hotel.
Just listen. It does not matter the reason why you moved. That's not what we're talking about.
Yes, we've
So
been
you
in
went
three
from
hotels.
Texas. Okay, okay. Then you went to stay with your daughter for a few days. So you weren't even
She
living
asked
in a
me to come and
hotel.
stay with
It does
her,
not matter.
but I didn't want
But
to.
it does not matter. It does not matter. Your excuse to me when I say it, if you don't like where you are, you can move and change your environment.
I want
Your
to be here
excuse
for my
was
mama.
your children.
I
See,
want to
that's
be
the
here for
second
my
excuse that you gave.
grandchildren, and my
Poozie,
children don't
Poozie,
want
listen.
to move.
Honey, Poozie, you are full of excuses.
I'm full of the truth. My
No,
mama
you're
is
full of
69 years
excuses.
old and she does not deserve to have to
You are
live here by
full
herself.
of
I'm the only
excuses.
child she got here that can do anything for her. It's
Poozie, it
not
don't
an excuse,
matter.
it's the
It don't
damn
matter.
truth. And
It
if I
don't
want to
matter
stay
because
here
I'm
in
having a
misery to take care of
conversation
my
with
mama,
you.
what is wrong with that, Petty?
I didn't say anything was wrong with it.
You're saying it's an excuse.
No,
It's the
it
truth.
is.
Don't
Two
call my
things
truth
can be
an
true at
excuse.
one time. Because Poozie, within the last 5 minutes, you said you don't like where you are. You don't like your life right now. And my response was, Poozie, move. Go to somewhere
And
else that'll
I'm
make you
telling
happy.
you,
Let me finish.
I'm not.
Let me
Because I'd
finish.
rather be
Let me
miserable and be
finish.
here for my mama.
That's not
I
what you
don't
said the
give
first
up one
time.
mama. My
That's not
children
what you
don't want to
said the
do,
first
my
time.
children don't want to move anymore at all.
But
So if
Poozie,
I
when
have to
I
be
asked you that,
miserable for
your
my
mother
children
was
to be
not in the
happy,
equation.
but
When
I'm
your
giving you all the reasons as to why I can't.
okay,
It's not about me. It's not about me. I can't live my life and enjoy it the way that I want to until my children become old enough to care for themselves and my mother transitions. Now, as far as my grandchildren, they got a mama. But everything that I want to do for myself, I can't because then that would be me being selfish. I moved back to Louisiana, made the decision to move back to Louisiana to be here because my mama got diagnosed with lymphedema. Did I want to? No. Could I tell my mama, no, I don't want to be there to help you? I could have told her that. But my mama's been there for me and my children all our life. I feel like I owe her this. Even up until today. If it wasn't for my mama, I definitely wouldn't have custody of my children. I know without a shadow of a doubt I wouldn't. She's the only one who fight for them the way that I do. And as far as my kids, the twins did more than my 14 to 15-year-old. But when they say they want to just stick and stay, and then I look at how my future turned out as a child, I have to take into consideration the things that if it was only you, Nicole, you could do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want, whenever you want, however you want. But because you chose to be a mama, you have to continue to think first for your children. Even this morning, my daughter had to sit at school while being sick until I finished with the interview. I had to make the best decision. Do I go get her and say, fuck the interview? Or do I tell the people that I already got children issues and I ain't even got the interview yet? I had to make the decision to go to the interview, don't tell them shit about what's going on in my house, and make sure that I go get my baby.
I feel you. I hear what you're saying. But also at the same time, oh, little girl, get out my face. Get down. Um, but also at the same time, if you are supposed to be okay, you can't pour from an empty cup.
I'm not trying to pour into nobody.
You you don't need to pour into your children.
I do everything. I don't have to have an instruction manual to be their mama. Even on my worst
No,
day,
that's not what I said.
I'm still being their mama.
That's not what I said.
What do you mean pour into? What do you mean by pour into? Because just because I'm down don't mean that my love for them stops or decreases or diminishes.
That ain't what I said either.
But that's what I'm saying. What do you mean by pour into?
When I say pour into somebody, that means showing up for them wholly and fully, being able to give them the best you that there is, being able to show them how to be the best them,
Petty,
being able to.
my best me went out the door when I lost my daughter. I'll never feel like I'm the best.
So I don't know how that feels. So I can't really speak on that. But what I will ask you is, does that cause you to shortchange your other children because you feel like your best you is gone and it may not ever come back because you lost one child, but
I
you
could
have.
understand where that does shortchange them. They would have to tell me if they being shortchanged, because to the best of my knowledge, I do the very beyond the best for them since she's been gone. Because I don't want them to feel like they're not loved. Because I don't want them going out there looking for companionship and trust and somebody that they can lean on and talk to in a stranger. So I put for to me, I feel like I put forth the best me for them to have as a parent. But I know that I'm not giving them my all because I'm disappointed because I let my baby kill herself.
I wouldn't necessarily say that's something you can let somebody do. Um, because there's not always something that you can do. You have to realize some things are out of your control. You can't control how somebody feels. You can't control what somebody thinks. You can't control the demons that are speaking to people on the inside of their mind. You can't control those things. You can't control chemical imbalances. So to say that you let your child do something implies that you had control. And that puts so much pressure on you. And that's not fair to you. Something tragic happened to you and to your family. And you can't take that away. You can't change it. But what you can do is try to make sure that you are not in that headspace. You can make sure that your eyes are open and your head is clear so that if you see those signs again, you can be proactive. But with the mind state that you're in right now, this is from the outside looking in. I'm not no licensed doctor, nothing like that. This is just my opinion. But the way that your mindset is looking to me right now, if you were to see the signs, you would not know what to do. Or you may not even recognize them because you've got so much going on. You're so unhappy. It's almost like you may be close to being in that space. And I don't like that for you. I wish that you would go to some type of therapy.
I go to therapy.
Really?
Yep, three different ones: parental, personal, and family.
Now, is this something court ordered?
Nope. I've never been court ordered to to obtain any form of therapy. Every session that I've ever participated in was self signed up.
I don't know, Poozie. You might need to look for another doctor because, like, if you been going to therapy and like you're not seeing any kind of change, the people
Well, you
around
all aren't
you.
seeing any change because you all don't know me. So of course I'm gonna look like I
But
don't have
Poozie,
therapy when y'all
we,
haven't been knowing me all my life. And what you think I should be seeing as change isn't gonna look the same because you don't know what all I've been through. You don't know what all I've gone through and what all I've been working on. You don't know the goals that I have to fix the things that have been recognized as factors that have been hindering me from those different three different aspects. It's like when I go to my therapist where it's just me, I get to take off every hat. I don't go in there as a mama, excuse me. I don't go as a mama, as a daughter, as a grandma. I just go in there as Nicole. I just go in there as the 41-year-old adult born in August. And when we talk about her, we go whatever is happening that brings me in or calls up on that session because now they're as needed versus because they got too expensive. Now they're as needed versus Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then it was Tuesday and Thursday. And now, thank God, it's at the she know to check on me because if she wait for me to check on her, I won't. So when she calls and we talking and it's on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your mood at this moment? And then we go through the what has your mood been from waking until this moment. And then we walk down the things that I need to see changing, the things that I've seen change, the things that I think I may need to change, and so forth and so on. And every day is it for me, my actual me isn't as bad off into reconstructing versus the parental me and the family me. The family me and the parent me. The parent me never seems to never heal, says this that therapist because they different people. Because I'm always gonna live in my guilt of my daughter unaliving herself. So he basically just making money because I need somebody to talk to. Because he said I ain't never gonna be right.
well, you need to find it. Well, okay, you just proved my point when I said you need to find another doctor, and that it don't seem like you going to therapy because you just said you go to therapy, and the doctor pretty much told you that you ain't gonna change, you ain't gonna never get over it. So that's why you are still because Poozie, I can be around somebody for just a few hours, a few times a week for a month, and I can tell if they're changing or if they're the same, whether it be by how they speak, whether it be by the language they start using, it may be changes in mannerisms, it may be the change in their appearance. But you can tell when people are changing. And from the amount of time that I've been around you just on this app, and you can't tell me you just be faking on this
Well,
app
no, I don't
every
go to
time that you
therapy for
come in.
TikTok. I don't have a
I
TikTok therapist.
no, I'm saying, but I just from the small amount of time that I've been around you on a weekly basis, I don't see any change as far as you being in a good mental space or being in a happy space
But
or
then you would
being
have to
even
know,
in a
Petty, what
content
affects my
space.
mental.
I don't have to know what affects your mental for me to
So
see
let me
if
ask you
there's a
this:
change or
Do
if
you
there's
think
not a change.
Do you think the person that you get on TikTok is the same person when I log off this app?
Every single moment that you're on this app, Poozie, you're on this app a lot.
No, I'm not.
Actually, you are.
No, I'm not. My
Yes, you
my
are,
my
Poozie.
weekly report tells me how long I've been on social media sites, and me going live definitely keeps a record. And I always call out how long I've been on the live, and I know for certain I'm on every day, but I'm
Yes.
not on a lot.
Okay, what is your definition of a lot?
I stream 3 hours as far as me being on the live. Now, if we're talking about in the app and in other spaces, then yeah, this has been my go-to until I found that remote under that bed the other day. Then when I was with my daughter, I know for certain I'm not allowed on TikTok at her house or my mama house. When I was having that little fuck shit with Q, I know for certain one of our biggest arguments was that I give him more time than I give TikTok because I started missing money. And my financials will definitely prove that I'm not on this app like a lot. Not as much as I used to be.
Okay, you still didn't answer my question.
Okay, what's the question, sir?
The question was very dark. Poozie, do you have ADD?
I wasn't diagnosed with it. I was diagnosed with adjustment disorder with anxiety.
Okay, because I've asked you multiple questions during our conversation and they've been very direct questions and you don't answer my questions. You
Okay, what's
tell
your
me
question?
what you want me to know. So I'm trying to see if like if that's sometimes why things may not go the way that you want them to go because you're not addressing the main thing. Like you kind of skirt around stuff and you really
I'm
don't
giving you
address,
my answers, but because my
but your
answers
answer is not
are my truth,
answering the
and
question.
my truth isn't an answer to the question. It's appearing that I'm escaping. Okay, so what
No,
was your
that's
question?
not what I
No,
said.
because I've been to jail a couple of times in court, and I've been in Q&As and interviews often. So I'm a listen again and hear what your question is.
Now I didn't say you was escaping anything. What I said was you skirt around.
Okay, so
That's
I beat
not that.
around the bush on my answers.
The question was, what is your definition of a lot? I said you're on the app a lot. And you say, no, you're not. You're on 3 hours a day. So I'm asking, what is your definition of a lot?
Well, I would actually have to know your definition of a lot so I can determine whether I am or not. So I didn't answer that question correctly because my definition of a lot is different from yours.
And
And
I'm
when you said
asking
I'm
you
on a lot, I
yours.
would have to know what your definition of a lot
No,
is.
I'm asking you, what is your definition of a lot?
Well, that's why my answer was broke down into segments as far as my live streaming time versus my in the box time versus my in the chat time.
But
If
none
I
of
put them
what you
all
said
combined, if I
was
combined them all, because I really don't like to lie when it comes down to something that can be analyzed by analytics, I will do a ballpark. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, my daily report Sunday said only 48 hours combined on social media. But maybe that's just me.
for the week.
Yeah, I don't be on this phone that I know I don't. I know I don't have my phone in my hand that much because I spend more time on the
But
phone.
if your
Hold on, let me let
report
me let me let
said,
me let me answer. Let me finish this part.
okay,
I know without a shadow of a doubt I spend more hours on the phone FaceTime with Miss Jackie than I do on this app. And I know that for a fact.
okay, so if you spend 3 hours a day on live,
As far as being
then
a
you turn
host,
around and you spend time in other people's lives. So let's just give
which I
that an
only frequent
hour.
Diamonds Live in the
Let's
morning.
give that an hour and a half.
We
Okay,
can give it about
we just
3.
don't
I'm in
we
there
just
from
don't
8 to 12.
We're just gonna give it an hour and a half. So let's say that's 4.5 hours, right? 3 for yours, an hour and a half for you to jump in and out of others' boxes, whoever it may be at the time. And then you say you spend more time on the phone with Miss Jackie on FaceTime than you do on your live. Is that what you said, or did
No,
I
I
miss what
said
I
on
said?
the app.
Okay, now we just said we already at 4.5 hours on the app.
Well, I like to speak in real talk. From if I catch Diamond at 6, yeah, I'm listening, but I'm not in the box until my baby get on the bus, and then I try my best to not get in the box until the twins check in to school at 7:40. So give or take, some days where I hop in between 6:30 and 7:40, but the majority of the time I'm not in on until after 8 Central Time. 8 to 12, I'm there with Diamond. I'm in there. I may scroll out, but I'm coming back. 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 4 hours. Then when Diamond in her live, I'm on for my 3, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. Granted, if my live is going good, we may go over a few, but often lately I have been ending it in 3 hours for certain. That's 7 hours. I'm going after 3 o'clock. I'm hands down being a mama. And then I'm probably back on 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. And I know when Kia get off, we have been talking. She get off at 4 Eastern time, so it's about 3:30, 3 o'clock my time. Between 3:30 and 5, 6 o'clock, me, her, and Jack can be on the phone together. Not every day, but damn near. So then I may jump back on in the evening and go jump in Kia box. But I ain't been on in the evening time. So okay, collectively, I'm gonna say I got 7 hours right now, nonstop, on a daily basis, Monday through Friday for certain. No ifs, ands, or buts for certain. 7. And granted, if my live goes over, we can add about 3, 4 more hours. 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12. But that is not on a daily basis. I got men that I conversate with outside of this app, and I got friends I conversate with outside of this app in real life, in person here in Murray. So I know for certain I have not. I haven't.
Poozie, bottom line, that's a lot, baby.
Okay.
That's a lot. That's more than a full-time job. That's
Okay.
more hours
I'm not
than.
on here 12 hours a day, but I'm going to say okay because I know I'm not on here a lot, but I'm going to take you a lot and I'm going to say okay. And that's going to be me bold-facedly lying and admitting that I'm lying because I know I don't be on here a lot. I know I don't.
Me, I mean, you just gave us the numbers, Poozie. So if that's
So,
not a
so
lot,
was so
that
was
means
those numbers on a daily basis? Are those sporadic? Like, what part did you hear? Because
I mean, I heard what you said. I didn't talk the whole time that you was giving the numbers, and you at the end said 11 to 12 hours.
I said add
You
11 to
said it.
12
I
if
didn't.
my show goes over.
Okay.
If
If
my
your
show
show
goes
goes
over.
over,
My
and
show
you
does
said
not go over every day,
a
Petty.
little bit. You said a little bit. So even if we scroll it back to even 8 hours, you went from, so even you said 11
My
hours. If
followers
we
that
scroll
be
it back
here,
3 hours,
they know I end my live at the 3 hour mark. And if it's 17 minutes over, fine. But the other day we went 4 hours over, and yesterday we went a little almost an hour and a half over. But my followers that come every day, they know I end my live after 3 hours.
okay, and that may be well and fine. Baby, you still on the app a lot. But my point is, whether you want to accept that or not, you're on the app a lot. And my question is, if you're on the app so much, whether you're doing your own live, you're in somebody else's, or you're just scrolling, When do you have time to work on Poozie?
What am I working on?
Poozie,
What's wrong with me?
according to you, your mental state.
Because I'll never get over the fact that my daughter is dead.
No,
So what part of my mental is messed up?
you said that you
I take
you
a
you
bath
don't.
every day. I change clothes every day. I
I
brush
ain't
my
talk,
teeth. I wash
that's
my face.
physical.
I comb
That's
my hair. No,
physical.
because I know where
That's
depression
physical.
comes from your mental. So I'm walking down the things that for myself would be an effect of my mental being disordered.
I didn't say your mental was
No, I didn't say
disordered.
you said it, Petty. I'm
Okay.
saying for my mental to be scrambled. Every day I cook, every day I clean,
Mm-hmm.
every day I watch. I'm grooming myself, to tending to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not neglecting much of anything when it comes down to my me. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure out what part of my mental is being unadjusted to where I have to readjust it. Like
Well,
I'm walking with you on this one, Pet. I'm not being defensive. I'm walking with you.
well, from the conversation that we've had today, and I feel like it's been a very good conversation. It's been a very good conversation, but it seems like just going from the conversation that you are not happy with much of nothing that you got going on right now.
Well,
I
I
mean,
would like to say
you
that
you
that
you you said that you're only alive because you're alive. That's what you told us.
I said I'm only
You're
alive
only
because I'm
alive.
living.
Same thing. Because
Okay.
you alive. You only here because God
Which
breathed breath
which
into
which
your
for
body this
me
morning.
now I can understand how you took that, but I'm saying I said that to say in my voice I don't fear death. So if you know how old folks say this, country folks say this shit, and I never knew what it meant, but maybe one day I may know. I don't know. But if I woke up dead, I would not complain. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna be like, oh God, let me go back because of her death, I have learned to accept the fact that yeah, people gonna miss me when I'm gone, but there's still nothing that I can do about it when it becomes my time. The only promise I made God is that I wouldn't rush my time. Have I contemplated it? Hell yeah. The night that she left, I was trying to leave too. If it wasn't for her stepmama and her daddy, ain't no telling. I probably would have went on ahead and been gone right behind her. Probably seconds after her. Cause I was cutting the fuck up in that hospital. But I made a promise to God for myself that only thing I promise I won't do is take me sooner than you ready for me. Now, will I sit up here in front like this is just the best damn life today? No. But I bet you when I start working and I get my money and I start getting my shit together, I guarantee my life will be happier. I don't want to come on here and ask nobody to do a damn thing for me. They done already said how my pride is. Remember, I lied to you about an eviction and knowing that you and your people could have helped me. But because I don't like to ask for anything, I like to make sure shit gets done. And right now, I'm making sure shit gets done. So it may appear that I'm not all the way happy, but as long as I swipe that card and this key can come in here and me and my baby can sit, use the microwave, watch TV. If the twins need to come this way, they good. As long as the day goes swell, then I'm okay. But I will admit, I don't live life by the day. I live it by the minute. I don't know what's gonna happen in the next 5 minutes that'll change my whole attitude to extremely happy. And I don't know what's gonna happen in the next 5 minutes that's gonna have me boo-hoo crying. I didn't expect to get emotional with this conversation. Petty, I didn't expect you to come in my box today. But it's happening. And I'm learning. See, my diagnosis, Adjustment with disorder, adjustment disorder with anxiety was explained to me that I have to learn how to cope with life as life happens. Now, Petty, let's be real. Had you been anybody else in this box trying to talk to me, we know how to been cuss their ass out. But I'm learning how to cope with the conversation that is happening in my life at the moment, because the person that is here in my life at this moment is helping me to learn how to cope. You're not trying to force feed me your diagnosis or your what you expect the results to be. You're actually you're talking with me. You're not talking at me. So therefore, I'm more open and receptive to this coping mechanism that is taking place right now.
Okay. I mean, I know you've been through a lot, so like I can't even tell you that I expect anything from you because you've been through more things and been through different things that I have. So, like, I have anxiety, but I don't have the other part of what you have. So, some of the stuff I can see, that you're dealing with, some of the other stuff I can't. But I can just tell you stuff on the surface level that I can tell that you're not happy. You're not even content with where you are in life. And it shows by the way you talk to other people, how you all it seems like every other day, somehow or another, you bring up death. That's not good. That's not good. And that worries me.
Well, you ain't got to worry about me killing myself because I ain't got the guts to do that.
But it's not just that, Pooza. It's not even just you doing anything to yourself. Like I
Oh, I'm
said,
not gonna hurt nobody
death,
because I done been to jail
no, I'm
before.
not saying that either. Death is not a respecter of person.
I'm not scared
So
of it.
I I said I didn't say anything about being scared.
No, I'm saying you said it's not a
Yes.
respective person.
Respect. It's not. It's not. So when death comes, it does not say, well, you know what? Poozie, she was a pretty cool chick. I'ma let her slide this week. Death don't do that.
I know, and
Death,
that's why
death
I'm saying,
don't death, death don't say, you know what?
Petty.
Mr. Johnson got $5 million in the bank. So I'm going, you know what? I'm going to let him slide this week. Or Miss Smith, she's got this high position at the school. She helped kids. I respect that. I'm going to let her slide. Death don't do that.
And that's what I'm saying. If Death decides to holler at me and Death are okay with the conversation that will take place when it's my time.
But why do you keep calling it?
I'm not calling it on me. I'm calling it on the people who using words to hurt me, so they
Uh-uh.
can
But it
stop.
but it don't work that way. Is what I'm trying
Well,
to get you to see. It don't work that way.
so how do I get them to stop talking about me with the
You want
lies?
you want
With
you
the
want the
lies.
honest
How do
answer?
I get them to stop bold-facedly lying on me to me? I don't care about them lying on me to y'all.
Do
But
you
how
want
do
me to
I
tell
get
you
people
to
to, yeah, listen to me real good now. How do I get people to stop lying on me to me
mm-hmm.
and expect me to believe what they're saying is true when I know it's a lie? Example, part about Poozie don't even have custody of her children. You're lying on me to me. You're saying, Poozie, you don't even have custody of your children. So I'm saying I'd rather you not be allowed to have the breath to say that lie because it's a fucking lie. But I'm wrong for saying that because I shouldn't wish death upon anybody. But I'd rather you not have no breath than to lie on me to me. It's a lie. You're trying to convince me that I don't have custody of my own children, and I know I do. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, well, then I'd rather your fingertips be broken so you wouldn't text those words to me
I mean,
instead of
that's
wishing
better.
your breath to not be gone.
That's
I'm
that's
okay.
that's better.
Okay.
That's better. But I'm gonna answer your question. How do you get them to stop doing it? You can't, because people lie just to lie. Okay, they lie to get under your skin, and when you do things like that, that's the point where they say, "Gotcha." They know what the truth is, and they will still tell a lie because it gets under your skin, and that is the purpose. The purpose is to get under your skin, not to tell the truth. The purpose is to get under your
And that's
skin.
why I say what I say to them, to dig up under their skin to the lowest depth
But
of
if
dirt.
you know that, then don't give them that.
But I want them to hurt the same way that they hurt me.
But life
And
don't
I
work
want to be
that
the
either
person
though,
that makes them
Poozie.
hurt the same way that they hurt me. I
But
don't want anybody else to hurt their feelings. I want to be the one to make them feel exactly or even worse than what they made me feel with their hurtful and hateful and lies of words. So I throw it back on them with intent to hurt them so they can feel a smidge of how
but
it made me
you
feel when they did it to me.
okay, but here's the thing. You're not comparing apples to apples. They said you don't have custody of your kids and you're wishing death. That's not on the same level. If you want them to
They
feel
ain't
the
gotta die. They could
same,
just have an asthma
no,
attack.
but that's not what you're saying. That's not what you said.
I'm being nice. I'm moving from death to asthma. So don't stop breathing. Just have breathing complications.
I mean, if you want to play semantics, that's a little better.
I'm trying to bring myself down on wishing death upon people.
Okay, I mean that's a little better. But realistically, they say you don't got your kids, then you could say, well, bitch, you don't got yours either. Or
But
you
I
could
don't know.
say you are back. Oh, she must get
I,
a phone call.
no, I don't. My battery was dying. I
Oh.
don't know if they even have children or not. So
It don't
I'd rather hit
matter.
them with some hurt
It don't
that'll
matter
really hurt.
though. But Poozie, it doesn't matter. Because if they lied to you about you, why you can't lie to them about them?
Cause
If
it
they're
don't
saying
feel good. It
why
feel
it
good when
don't?
they hurt.
Why it don't?
It feel better when I can inflict.
But how do you know that that hurt them by you saying you wish they was not here anymore? How
Nobody
do you
wants to
know
be
that
told
even?
that, Petty.
I mean, but if somebody tell me that it does not bother me. If you were to tell me that right now, it would not bother me.
Well, I wouldn't say
Why?
that to you because I don't want that to happen to
I
you.
know, but you're missing the point. That does not affect everybody. But you use that for everybody. That don't affect everybody.
But yeah, I learned with the last two situations it affected one, but the other one wasn't affected. Kels wasn't affected, but Aries is affected. I'm saying that to say I understand what you mean by my statements.
So if the purpose is to get under their skin, which is that's why they say stuff to you, is to get under your skin, then you have to use what you do see about them, what you do know about them.
But Petty, I
Okay.
don't care enough about these bitches to dig up no research to crack
No,
a
you
joke
ain't
back.
gotta get Poozie. Now, you know I be out here talking cash money shit, right? Do you think
Hmm.
I be looking up these people?
No, we just freestyle off of
Okay
what
then.
we see.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about then. You ain't gotta know specifically every single thing about the people. You
I
only
like to
need
hit
to
them
know a
where it
little
hurts.
bit.
I know. I'm understanding, and that's what I'm getting because I like to hit them where it hurt. That's where it becomes doing. That's where it becomes overboard at for me.
You only need to know a little bit to get a good roast, Poozie.
I
And
don't be
when
feel like
you
roasting these people. I be wanting their ass to leave me alone so I could go back to what I was doing. But I get it. If I'm gonna be on the quote unquote, if I'm gonna be on the entertainment side, I got to remember to stay in the entertainment side and then push forward.
and you gotta not take stuff so personal. There's gonna always, and you know this, everybody not gonna like you. It's always gonna be somebody that does not like you. They don't want to see you do well. They don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you prosper. They hate to see other people show you love. There's always going to be people like that in your life. You have to learn how to move past it, or not even move past it, but not to affect you like that. It's there's always going to be somebody. You have to learn to talk your shit and then leave it there.
Right.
It's always going to be somebody, Poozie. You never going to be able to stop everybody from talking. Not on this app, not even in real life. It's always going to be somebody. You got to learn how to pop your shit and then leave it there.
And ignore the basic bitches who really don't know shit.
I mean, you really ain't got to ignore them. Talk shit to them. Hey, yo, I do.
I be
But
running
when
out
I'm
of
done,
stuff to
I'm
say.
done.
That's why I say that I'm really I done ran out of shit to say. That's why like this the moment that led up to this moment, it was like all I can do is listen and respond when she responds because I'm sick of this shit. This shit is dumb. You keep saying you gonna be the bigger person. I keep saying I'm gonna be the bigger person. But every time I turn around, one of us is responding to something that somebody brought us.
Well, set a boundary and
I'm
stick to
good
it.
on it. Like I didn't. Hopefully, I didn't fix my algorithm a little bit more, and I have no problem.
Your algorithm does not matter if people in your circle is bringing you the shit. They
Well,
not
this
on
is the
the
second.
algorithm.
This is the second time some shit was brought to me by somebody I want to not see bring me shit. So I know
Block
I have to
them.
make an executive decision. I know, Petty, but it's gonna hurt.
So,
It's gonna hurt.
so
This is the second time in less than 48 hours, 72 hours that this
it ain't
person.
gonna hurt but a few minutes.
I
Tomorrow you will be
know.
all right.
I think I don't know, cause I shit
You'll be all right
in
tomorrow.
my
You'll be all right
mind, I
tomorrow.
really got love for this person.
So, if they can't respect your boundaries, if you went to them and said, look, don't send me nothing else with nobody talking about me. I don't want to hear it. I don't feel like dealing with it right now. I got other stuff I'm worried about. Don't send me nothing else. Don't tell me nothing else. I don't want to hear it.
I
And
don't
then they
think
do
they.
it again. They don't respect you, Pooza, and they don't care about you.
And I know that because that's the same thing I would say to you if it was you. And I've said these words to other people. That's crazy.
Then what is the problem?
They appear to act like they really love me and my
You do you
children.
realize what you just said?
Maybe I need to just talk to the person and tell them that they are carrying bones and that they really being messy. And if they really
Do
want to
you
see me happy,
realize?
they need to really
No,
stop.
Poozie, stop. Stop, Poozie. Do
I
you
gotta just cut them
realize?
off. I'm
No.
sorry,
Do you realize what you just said?
Miss Petty. Shit, I'm about to call you the woman damn name.
Do you realize what you just said? It's either yes or no.
Yeah, I realized what I just said.
So what did you just say?
I'm still trying to hold on to allow
Nope.
somebody to hurt me instead of setting a
Nope.
boundary and protecting myself.
Nope. 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 You said they appear like.
Mm,
Those are the words that you chose. You
yeah,
said they appear like. I want you to let that sit in, Poozie. Let it sink in. You said when you had the opportunity to choose any words in your extensive vocabulary, and you chose they appear like. That's your answer. Because something in your mind
yeah,
is already telling you
that they
they
say
not what they appear to
to
be.
be.
It's not what it looks like. You already
Right,
know that. That's why you chose those words.
that's
Stop
true.
doubting yourself and let it go, Poozie. Set your boundary. If they can't follow it, let them go.
Can
Because
I
guess
be
what?
honest, Petty?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And this finna hurt me, but it's the truth. It be hard when they financially support you because it be hard
I
when
can
they
understand
financially
that.
support you.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I completely understand that. So you only you can make the decision then. Are you gonna sit there and let them continue to cause you to be upset? Because they know it make you upset.
And they knew it was gonna make me upset for certain sharing the tea time live. Why would you
So
share me her live and you see she talking about me? Why would you
so
do
you
that on
have
the
a
day that I
decision to
just
make.
had a happy day? I just told you I had an interview and I was talking to you on the way into the interview. And then you come back and share something with me that you know finna hurt me. You don't fucking love me.
Well, you gotta make the decision whether whether you want to continue to let them do what they want to do and cause you to feel the way it make you feel and still accept the financial support, or you gonna bust your ass to make up for it somewhere else and work on cleaning up stuff that bothers you in your spirit and in your mind. You got to make the decision which one is worth more.
Shit, not letting they ass stay to make me do dumbass shit like this. But I'm glad this happened I'm glad that happened so that this can happen. Because one thing I ain't never gave a fuck about is cutting off a bitch. It's gonna hurt the financial side, but it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Put your faith in man and he'll fail you every time. If I put my faith in man, they fail me every time. And I did it again.
Everybody is not able to come through at the end of the day. We just got to realize that. Everybody can't
Yeah.
be what we need them to be when we need them to be it. So, you know.
Damn.
I mean, I ain't trying to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to make you
No, it's helping me to formulate my decision.
because I had to do that. That's why I had Barb blocked because I set a boundary. And she said that she didn't hear me when I said it. And I believe her. I believe her. But at the same time, I wasn't worried about that. I set a boundary and she was on the other side of my boundary. So I blocked her. I did what I said I was going to do. I stood 10 toes down on what I said, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then she came back and said, I didn't know and I apologized. I only did it because I didn't know, and I won't do it again. And I believe her. I don't believe it was malicious. I don't believe that there was any kind of ulterior motive. I don't believe that. But you have to look at situations individually, though. That's why I said set the boundary. If they cross it again, then you know it wasn't no mistake. It wasn't no accident. I told you directly what to do and what not to do, and you still decided to do what you wanted to do. There's no excuse. It wasn't no accident. You made the decision. That's what you wanted to do.
Right.
So
I got it.
you got to deal with each person individually because everybody is different. But if that's causing you to, show out and stuff like that, you wanna move forward, then you can't have people bringing you stuff back that's gonna send you right back to where you was at.
Right. And I gotta recognize that shit, like they say, it's my fault that the shit happened because I accept it. And my life could be better, and I am fucking up I can be fucking up some good opportunities for myself by not facing reality on what I'm allowing to overcross boundaries that I have not even set.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
But I sure appreciate you.
Well, I'm gonna let you go. I done
And
took
it's
up
crazy
enough.
because I thought I had accidentally texted you today, but it was somebody else, but your name had came up in my phone. And
Oh,
I
well, they
yeah,
say God works in mysterious ways.
he
So,
does because apparently I needed to talk to you anyway, and I should have went on ahead and reached out when I did, but he brought you to me anyway.
well, I'm here if you need to talk. I ain't judging. I ain't doing
Well,
none of that. But
I just wanted to share with you and Diamond that I do got the job,
well,
and I do
good.
start Wednesday evening.
Well, good, good, good. And don't do Poozie, don't mess this up. Yeah.
I can't. It's so much.
Phone must be going dead again.
It's so much packed with this one. It is, um, because it involves three of my passions. So,
Uh-huh.
and it was like no, because if I say that, well, I could say it, and they're gonna do what they want with it anyway. But it was like I felt like I needed to. I felt like it was okay for me to check in with quote unquote the big sisters and let them know that I'm finna be better. I'm getting better.
Well, good. And I hope you keep it up. I hope you stay on the right track.
And
And
next time y'all asses go to the Dominican, I bet you my mouth for X because I heard closed mouths don't get fed.
and it don't. And it don't, baby. It don't. So, but yeah, keep on the right track. Keep doing what you know you should be doing. And most of all, I would say keep it to yourself.
Mhm.
Just keep it to
Mhm.
yourself because not everybody want to see you do well, and they will try to do
Mhm.
whatever they can to stop you from doing well. So just keep it to
Even
yourself,
when they
honey.
don't realize it.
Yeah, just keep your good news to yourself, and you're gonna be all right.
Yeah. I'm finna take me a nap. Shit.
Yeah, I'm finna eat and take me a nap too. So I will see you later.
All right. Thank you, Petty.
You're welcome.